Imagine a world where you could look into the eyes of someone who shares your exact DNA or appearance, your genetic traits, even your predispositions to certain talents or diseases. This isn't just a scene from a sci-fi movie. It's a scientific possibility that has been inching closer to reality for decades. The concept of human cloning has fascinated and terrified people in equal measure, raising profound questions about identity, ethics, and the limits of science. The story of cloning began in earnest in 1996 with the birth of Dolly the sheep, the first mammal clone from an adult somatic cell. Before Dolly, scientists believed it was impossible to reprogram an adult cell to act like a newborn embryo, but researchers at the Roslin Institute in Scotland proved otherwise. Using a technique called somatic cell nuclear transfer, they took the nucleus from a sheep's outer cell and inserted it into an egg that had its own nucleus removed. With the right biochemical triggers, the egg began dividing as if it had been fertilized, eventually developing into Dolly, a genetic twin of the original sheep. This breakthrough was monumental, but it also revealed just how difficult cloning really is. Dolly was the only successful result out of 277 attempts. Many cloned embryos fail to develop, and those that do often suffer from health complications. Dolly herself developed arthritis and lung disease unusually early, suggesting that cloned animals might age faster or face hidden genetic flaws. If the same problems occurred in human cloning, the consequences could be devastating. Beyond the technical hurdles, human cloning forces us to confront deep ethical dilemmas. Would a cloned person be seen as an individual or merely as a copy of someone else? If a couple cloned a deceased child, would they truly be bringing back their lost son or daughter? Or would they be creating a new person with the same genes but a different life? Cloning could also open the door to genetic inequality. Wealthy families might pay to clone geniuses, athletes, or even themselves, while others are left with natural reproduction. The idea of designer babies is already controversial, but cloning takes it a step further by creating genetic duplicates rather than just selecting preferred traits. Then there's the question of consciousness and identity. Even if we could clone a person, would they really be the same? Your mind isn't just a product of your DNA, it's shaped by experiences, relationships, and random chance. A clone of Mozart might have the same musical potential, but without the right upbringing and historical context, they might never compose a symphony. Cloning a body doesn't mean cloning a soul, a personality, or a lifetime of memories. Despite these challenges, some scientists argue that cloning could have legitimate medical uses. Therapeutic cloning, for example, involves creating cloned embryos to harvest stem cells for treating diseases. These stem cells could regenerate damaged tissues in patients with Parkinson's, spinal cord injuries, or heart disease without ever growing into a full human clone. Supporters say this approach could revolutionize medicine, but critics worry it still involves creating and destroying human embryos, which many consider ethically unacceptable. As of now, human reproductive cloning is banned in most countries, and major scientific organizations warn that it's far too risky to attempt. But technology never stands still. As genetic engineering advances, the tools needed for cloning become more precise. CRISPR, the gene editing technology, already allows scientists to modify DNA with unprecedented accuracy. Could cloning be the next frontier, or will society decide it's a line that shouldn't be crossed? The debate over human cloning isn't just about science, it's about what it means to be human. Are we defined solely by our genes, or by something more? If we ever do clone a person, will it be a triumph of human ingenuity, or a step into dangerous and uncharted territory? The answers aren't simple, but one thing is certain. The science behind human cloning forces us to think deeply about who we are and what kind of future we want to create.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.